You're connected to Business Wrap. Find us online at businesswrap.biz, on Twitter using handle AskBizWrap, and on Facebook just search Business Wrap. And now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
But I don't want to do it. I don't want to go on that ride. No, Mommy, I don't want to do it. Please, no. It is absolutely crazy what's going on out there in education these days right now. People are trying to figure out what ride are they on, what ride they're going to get on. Do they get off? Do they get on? Where do they go? And we're all trying to figure it out. And everybody seems to be in this boat. We're all stuck in this fun house together. And it's like Willy Wonka. Are we having fun yet, Wonka? And today in the studio, I have a great colleague of mine, I should say. Let's be clear. This is effective communication. Phil, you have a good friend in the studio with you who happens to be a colleague. See that self-correction?
I love it.
This is effective communication. And in the studio with me is Alyssa Bellinger. And Alyssa is a Dale Carnegie instructor. And Alyssa, you have spent a lot of time this year, an inordinate amount of time working with teachers and students in an online environment.
Absolutely. We never thought that maybe it would come to this, and yet here we are, right? and so sometimes we have to think about all the unexpected and, everything. And there's a lot of details, a lot of complex things to think about when taking everything online.
And parents are contacting me and they're saying, hey, Phil, what do I do? I'm worried about my school. I'm worried about the teachers. I'm worried about the students. I'm worried about my kids learning. I had one woman call me up, a business owner, about a month ago, and she said, Phil, we were on some Zoom calls this past spring, and it was like a half an hour we waited on a call for somebody to go get their rabbit to show the rest of the kids in the class. Not the most productive use of time.
Yes.
But realistically, though, is one of the things that's key out of that was not the best use of time. And we'll give you some other tips and tricks that you can try to be much more effective online when you're learning, because our producer's challenge is to share with you in this online world how frustrating it is for so many people dealing with the frustration of being online. But one of the things I want to tie this back to with the rabbit thing is to realize that in the midst of all that waste of time, there was one thing that was really important. And that one thing that was really important that the teacher was doing in that moment, even though she lost a half an hour of wasted time for all those people, the idea was she was getting the kids engaged with something.
Yes.
And one of the things about it, as Dale Carnegie found, is you have to get people engaged in your audience by sharing things that are important not only to you, but will be important to them so that they can learn from your experience.
Yeah, I actually had a friend call me the other day, and I heard a little background noise, and I said, "Oh, what? Are you in the middle of something?" They said, "Nah, I'm just on another Zoom call, and yeah, it's just kind of boring. I don't have to have my webcam on or anything, so I just thought I needed to follow up with you on something." I mean, yeah, it's got to be something else, hold my attention.
Yeah, so you already checked out. And how many, maybe you've done this. Maybe you've checked out. Maybe you've been on a web call lately and saying, I'm going to multitask. I mean, Alyssa and I use a platform called Cisco WebEx Training Center. And we actually can see, I'm going to let you in a little secret behind the scenes, but we know that you might not. We know when you're on a different screen.
That's right. There's a little icon that pops up, and we know.
we know when you're surfing someplace else when you should be in the meeting. And so for all of you that think you're getting away with doing something else, you better check your platform because you're not.
That's right. Well, and you think about it, there's so many different things that we could be doing right now. And, just for me, I'm thinking, okay, right here, right now, why am I doing this? I could Google something. I could talk to somebody else. Is there some other way that I could get this information in this conversation we're having on this Zoom call? So, why am I here? Why should I listen to you?
And that's the point. I mean, as Dale Carnegie found, why you? Why me, right? Why would anybody listen to anything you had to say? Well, they would listen to you because you've experienced it. You've been through it. So one of the things that we do when we're teaching people online and we're running meetings online, showing people how to do it, instructing other professors and teachers how to be more effective online, is to get them to talk about real life situations they've been through. Because nothing connects us more than a great story, right?
Yeah. And I have spent a lot of time with other teachers, and as a state certified substitute teacher, I think about all of the interactions I've had with kids, and you know what? They will tune right out if you don't make it real, in real time, give them something that they can connect with. And, we all have those teachers that we really connected with, and it's because they made it real.
That was it. I remember I had one teacher, every Friday was in the war zone. He was an Army vet. We got to throw paper airplanes around in the classroom. But he made it real as something that was important to him, and he brought it to us, and we had fun with it. So just remember, next time you're online, keep it real. Be real. Be who you are. Don't try to imitate somebody else. And share experiences that you've lived through. And what it's going to do is get people to pay more attention to what you're sharing so they can grow in your presence. Now go make it happen.